Hey love, welcome to or back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leara LuShae, and this is episode 29 of turning this shuttle bus into a home on wheels. In last week's video, I finished building my kitchen cabinets, so if you haven't seen that video and you would like to watch it, then I will link it somewhere here in this video and also down below. But in this week's video, I will be building and installing my custom DIY butcher block countertops. So yeah, let's get right into this video. I decided that I wanted to make my own DIY butcher block countertops because I really wanted that butcher block look, but they're just so expensive. The size that I needed would have cost me over $100 per countertop, and no, I was not about to spend $200 on countertops. So I searched all around Lowe's and I ended up finding some wood that looked exactly like butcher block, and they were called paint boards or something. I don't know, but as always I will link them down below. But these boards were about $32 each and I got two of them, so basically I spent a total of $64 for two butcher block countertops. The first thing I did was cut down those boards, and I used painter's tape just to make sure the saw blade wouldn't chop up the boards. And I cut them both in half just to give myself two countertops to work with, and the boards I got weren't wide enough for the cabinets, so I cut the second board to fill in that extra space, and I used the leftover wood to create some additional counter space. I took off all of the tape and I sanded down the edges, then I put on a coat of pre-stain. Once the pre-stain was on, I then used Danish oil to give the wood some color, and when I did the wood floor mat in the bathroom, I poured my dark oil into an empty pre-stain container just because it's easier to dip into. So if you see me dipping into a pre-stain container and then having brown oil come out, that is why. After I finished oiling all the wood, I flipped everything over and I used super glue and accelerator to glue the wood together for each of my countertops. Then I went over the super glue and accelerator with liquid nails and Gorilla super glue, and I let that dry overnight. The next day I flipped all the wood back over, and there was a little bit of space in between where the wood came together, so I filled that in with some wood filler. Once the wood filler had dried on all of the countertops, I then sanded that down. After everything was sanded down and smooth, I grabbed my Danish oil and I put on another coat of that. I let the Danish oil soak in for a couple of hours, then I applied my wood sealer. The next day, I moved the countertops into the bus. I ended up putting these little things on the bottom of my extra countertop just so that this little piece of wood won't go sliding around every time I try to use it. But yeah, here are my countertops. That's gonna be all for this video, but I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time that I post. And yeah, there won't be a video next week because next week is Christmas and I am not working on the bus during Christmas week. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!